Pixel 7 Pro's Geekbench results have been leaked, shedding light on the performance and the technical aspects of the Tensor G2 processor. Hey guys, we are back again with some latest Pixel news, and finally we got our first ever Geekbench result of upcoming Google Pixel 7 series. We're all hotly anticipating the launch of the Pixel 7 and 7 Pro, set to be properly showcased at Google's October 6 hardware event. Google has already given us an early introduction to the phones back at Google I/O, but quite a few details have still yet to be confirmed. One of the bigger mysteries has been the upcoming Tensor G2 chip, set to be the second generation of the Google Tensor chip created in collaboration with Samsung. After making a strong debut in the Pixel 6 series, albeit one that has since lagged behind the competition over the last year, many have been wondering where Google will take the Tensor line next. Thanks to some expert digging by Android developer Kubo Wojciechowski on Twitter, we now have strong evidence of what the Pixel 7 Pro and its Tensor G2 chip will bring to the table, performance-wise. First, though, we need to go through a bit of a disclaimer, as much of the new information is sourced from a new Geekbench listing for the Pixel 7 Pro. It should be noted that it's fairly easy to falsify the information reported by Geekbench. That said, there are quite a few fine details, which our team has also looked over and confirmed, that point to this Pixel 7 Pro benchmark being legitimate. All the same, these details should be taken with a grain of salt. Digging into the details, it looks like Google has not changed much about the CPU cores used between last year's Tensor and this year's Tensor G2. From what can be pieced together, it's using the same combination of 2 Cortex-X1 cores, 2 Cortex-A76 cores, and 4 Cortex-A55 cores, albeit with slightly higher clock speeds. Those slightly boosted speeds combined with the smaller 4-nm die size being used appeared to improve the Tensor G2 and Pixel 7 Pro multi-core benchmark by about 10%. While this may seem disappointing at first, it's possible this may work out for the best, as raw performance isn't what we're looking for the Pixel 7 to improve upon. As my colleague Ben Schoon pointed out, Pixel 7 and Tensor G2 need to catch up to the work the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 did in terms of heat reduction and power efficiency. As Cuba speculates, it's possible, though far from confirmed, that this design could help make that level of efficiency happen. However, where the Pixel 7 Pro's Tensor G2 specs do get a significant boost is in its GPU, which switches from the Mala G78 to the Mala G710. This new GPU is set to offer 20% better performance, 20% better power efficiency, and even 35% better for machine learning use, one of the key focuses of the Tensor line. Although it is based on the identical CPU cluster configuration as the original Tensor, Google has bumped up the clock speed. The high-performance Cortex-X1 cores run at a frequency of 2.85 GHz, while the medium-performance cores have a clock speed of 2.35 GHz. The Tensor G2-powered Google Pixel 7 Pro managed to log 1068 and 3149 points on single-core and multi-core CPU tests, respectively. When compared to other flagship SoCs such as the A16 Bionic and the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 SoC, the Tensor G2 has a lower single-core score. These scores reflect that the CPU on the Tensor G2 is around 10% faster than the CPU configuration on the original Tensor. Overall, the Tensor G2 is around 15% faster than the Tensor powering the Pixel 6 series of smartphones. The upcoming shopping mode Pixel 7 series of smartphones will be based on the new Tensor G2 processor, and these devices are likely to offer improved performance and better battery life. On that note, there are also signs that Google intends to include a next generation of its Tensor Processing Unit, TPU, codenamed Gennaro, in the Tensor G2, which should offer another boost to the Pixel 7 series. One final detail, all but confirmed by the benchmark, is that the Pixel 7 Pro will likely feature 12 gigs of RAM, just like the Pixel 6 Pro. All in all, it looks like the Tensor G2 may not make the Pixel 7 Pro an incredibly exciting update in terms of specs for owners of the Pixel 6 series, but the iterative upgrades could make for a more consistent experience. For those waiting on Google to get things figured out with its fledgling Tensor series of chips, this may be exactly what you were looking for. So what do you guys think about these new Geekbench score? Will it be enough powerful to fulfill daily task performance? Let me know your thoughts below in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See you for the next time. Peace out.